Okay, let's talk about diets, and let's talk about why diets work and why especially more the fattier type ones out there and also some of the more common, well-known ones all have in common. So what kind of diets do we have? Just off the top of my head, let's start with some of the more well-known ones. So Weight Watchers, Slimming World, the Atkins diet, to follow the paleo lifestyle, Low Carb Brigade, high fat, low carbs, ketogenic dieters. Yeah, if you're not a fan of those. The Cambridge diet, Slim and Fast, Shake diets, meal replacement diets. Definitely not a fan of those. Some of the more fattier type ones, cider vinegar ones, apple cider vinegar diet, the aloe vera clean 9, I think that was called. Ridiculous. Herbalife. Anyway, all of these diets have one thing in common. One thing that makes them all work to an extent, and that one thing is they create a deficit. So they remove calories in some form. Then what they also do is they provide a system and a structure in order to do that. So there is usually a plan to follow. There's usually a structure, an element that goes with it where the client or the person using the diet can easily see what they have to do and they can follow it. Whether that is using a point system, using some form of system in terms of differentiating between foods, calling things sins, for example, whether that is a system as in a structure of eating, so removing a meal with a shake, or whether that is using some kind of strange fad in order to reduce the amount of food eating at a sitting. For example, ingesting apple cider vinegar before you eat. These things are all systems that have been thought up by people, and like I said at the beginning, they all work, but it's just how long someone can sustain doing one of these diets. What impacts is it going to have health-wise, which is what should be at the forefront of everyone's mind, but unfortunately the result that they want will always come before that. What's this all about? Well, it's to kind of just bring about an awareness that yes, these diets do work, but what are they going to give you going forwards after you've finished and after you've come off the diet, or after you've failed at the diet, even worse. What you could look at doing instead is to maybe bring about an understanding of your nutritional intake in terms of calories to start with. By getting a grasp on calorific intake of what you have and what you're doing already, you then give yourself a starting point, and then from that starting point you can work where you want to go, and then you're doing it and you're using your current nutritional intake, you're using what you do already, you're fitting it to your lifestyle. By doing this, by fitting it around what you do already, you're more likely to carry this on long term, and you're more likely to get better results, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to do this. Now, I'm not knocking these diets because, like I said, people get results from them and they work for people. But my problem comes with how do they educate people moving forward around a healthy attitude and healthy behaviours around food. If we can do this from the offset by educating people around calories and around good single whole ingredient food sources, trying to get people used to eating the majority of their intake from what people would class as single whole ingredient foods, with some balance there, some flexibility, allowing people to still have things that they would class as what they couldn't have on a diet. That is where I'd like this to go. So if you are out there and you are thinking of taking up one of these diets, the many diets that are out there, just be aware that there's nothing magical about it. At the end of the day, all they're doing is they're providing you with a system to remove some form of calories from somewhere, and then it's up to you whether you can sustain that to get the results. Or what you could do is to get a bit more of an understanding around the calories that you intake already, and then the calories that you require, and what we need to be around to get you where you want to be for your goals, and then you could work it around what you do already. So, as always, I appreciate people who watch these videos. Any feedback from them always gets looked at, and feel free to like them, share them, subscribe to the channel for more, and cheers.